I'd like to welcome you all to the replay of this year's Winter Solabration on Zoom. It's unfortunate that we can't all gather this year except virtually, but we're going to start out basically the same way as we did last year, and hopefully, as we will next year, by asking you to join in and sing a few Christmas carols to put you in the Christmas spirit, the Christmas mood. No, we can't all sing together on Zoom, since the lag time would create cacophony. So you'll all be muted, and we'll make this on the short side. But on the other hand, this is your opportunity to sing along loudly and boisterously, since no one else will be listening. So if you're a shy singer, you can let her rip. Here we go.
O come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. O come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God in the highest. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Yea, Lord, we greet thee on this happy morning. Jesus, to thee we all glory give. Word of the Father, now in flesh appearing. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him. O come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. Strike the harp and join the chorus. Follow me in merry measure, while I tell of Yuletide treasure. Fast away the old year passes, la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses, la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together, la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, la 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 la. Silent night, holy night, all is calm. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
Okay, I just unmuted myself. Thank you, Rodney. I didn't try to sing along because I thought it would be a little disruptive, but I hope you all enjoyed that. We would have normally started with a sing along for everyone, so that was a little short chance for you to sing along, I suppose. At the beginning of the evening in our past celebrations, we've usually crowned someone king or queen of revels. This has usually been a surprise, and we love doing it. It didn't seem appropriate in a virtual celebration. In fact, it seemed like it might be a little weird, but we've had people who've been attending this event for 35 years, some of which their kids have been coming for almost that long, and they've got married, and they've had other little young ones. So we thought a nice feature would be to have a parade of the princes and princesses of the revels for this year. So please pay attention. We're going to allow you to be unmuted. We're going to allow you to unmute yourself just so you can do some oohs and ahs, and then we'll mute you again later. Here come the princes and princesses, the prince, singular, and princesses of revels for the Winter Solabration.
Solstice royalty.
Oh, you said we could unmute ourselves.
The princess.
Aww.
Oh.
Hey!
Sweet, very sweet.
Oh my goodness.
This is Cora Parson. This is my little niece, grandniece.
Cora, you're beautiful.
I mean,
All that hair.
teeth. It's brand new.
Look at all that hair.
On his chin.
Will she be recreating the Nevermind cover?
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a heavy baby,
Molly, our granddaughter.
Yeah.
And baby.
Wait, 1.5 bags of
3 weeks.
potatoes.
60 hours of labor. Holy cow.
Ooh.
Warrior.
Mine was longer than that.
Oh, Alden.
That was cute.
Kristen and Andy Noble.
What a character.
Lawrence. Lawrence.
Hmm?
Lawrence is his name.
Those are those
His grandfather.
coveralls that I.
He's a working man. No one's got to earn a living.
We're Keith and Chuck, huh?
Every time he's studying trigonometry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's had too many beers, Alden or Colin?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I know, we can't unmute, I guess. Oh.
They're cute.
Person.
Aww. Sweet.
Kathy and Dan also.
Sweet baby.
Wow.
2.625 stone.
0.625 stone.
0.625 stone.
People are still having children.
Oh, look at that face. She's darling.
Little toes.
Eyes of 334 to the 8 nanometer.
Chat, like if I look at what's on
Oh.
chat, when you hit chat.
Just type it in.
Oh, there's Peyton.
Adorable.
Peyton's beautiful. Deborah and Kimball, congratulations.
These are still babies?
Very cute. Peyton.
Let the
Oh,
performers
look at
unmute.
that.
I guess. But I could unmute if I was. Harry could unmute.
You
if he
you're
wants
unmuted.
to. I am.
Ah, sweet.
Yay, princess.
Yay.
Yay.
Lots of babies.
We're going to have a toast to the new babies, the kings and queens, or the future kings and queens, the princesses and prince of the solstice.
I'll get some toast.
Okay. Welcome, princes and princesses, to the 2020 celebration. Join us this evening with your wassail.
So we'd like everyone to go grab a glass of wassail and toast 2021 with God bless the human elbow, God bless it where it bends. If it bent too short, I'd be dry, I fear. If it bent too long, we'd be drinking in our ear. So God bless it where it bends.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Am I here? I'm here. How do I get on? Oh, I need to spotlight my video. Voila! Look at that. Welcome, everybody. Next, we're going to have the Morris dancers. Morris dancing began in England around 1500, and it began in Colorado in the 1980s, early 1980s. And the Morris dancers, the Maroon Bells, have been dancing at every single solstice that we've ever had. And they're not going to miss this one either. So they are going to dance the banks of the Dee, socially and physically distanced. And we are so pleased to have them. Everybody put your hands together for the Morris dancers. Yay!
they know we're here.
Yippee! Where's Chris?
Oh, I'm trying to spotlight myself. Here we go.
Oh.
There we go. So that was the Morris dancers doing a brief what I want to say, masked Morris dance. We will have them back later on to do the masked Abbott's Bromley at the end of the evening, which a lot of you look forward to. Another thing that we always look forward to at our Winter Solabration is having a grand march. It's great to have everyone, march around the room. We've had a wonderful piper who's been playing for us forever, I think for 35 years, except both he and I are really a little vague memory-wise, whether he was actually at the very first one. But that's Chris Doyle, a master piper. We've asked him to come on and play a little short pipe tune for you. This will be the Scottish portion of the evening. If you want to march into the kitchen and get some more wassail, this is the time to do it. Following that, we're all going to have a short Scottish dance presentation by Susan Franschhoek, who is also our wonderful storyteller. Susan Marie Franschhoek, you'll find out more about her later, but she's also a wonderful dancer. She danced this years ago. The dance is the Bargany Twassum, choreographed by Pat McPherson and Robert McOwen. And the music, Bargany Bowling Green, will be played by Barbara and Robert McOwen. So those three things will follow one right after the other. Please welcome our master piper, Chris Doyle.
We go.
Go ahead and cut that off, Stu.
Yep. Okay.
So, folks, can you hear me? Spotlight video. There we go. I get to introduce the next. I get to introduce the next act, which is our longtime juggler, Brian Conley, who has been juggling for us for years. He also happens to be my nephew, so I know him really well. He started out doing this many years ago and put together a sort of recollection tape. He's done most of the juggling that he can do at the Winter Solabration, including some sword fighting and breaking a light and a bunch of other stuff. But we have never seen him do fire because we could never do that indoors in a big hall. So he's prepared a little retrospective video of himself juggling at the solstice over a number of years. And you'll get to see working with fire. I think even eating fire on this one. So please welcome extreme juggler Brian Conley.
And I'm John Brett, and together we are Cirque du Awesome. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
For some extreme juggling, say yeah! Yeah! I'll get this show started in the most extreme way possible.
You should expect to see me everywhere, Torvald.
Clearly. Still, quite a surprise.
Yes.
How's your holiday been?
Oh, very fine, and yours?
Very good. Oh.
Are you going to juggle yet?
No.
Oh.
Who wants to see me do a stupid trick? Say yeah! Yeah! Great. I love this stupid trick. we go. Everything's going according to plan. Just a little. Thank you, Don Smith. Okay, so. Here we go.
And watch the chandeliers there, Mr. Juggler.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3, a 1. One. And a 2. Hold it up a little higher, Torvald. Thank you. And a 3.
Moving on a little bit more intimately, we're moving on to a hug, all right? So give your neighbor a hug, pass it down the line. There we go. Give it up for him. Awesome. And now, finally, stage 3 of the trust building exercise. This is how it works. You grab their face, you look them in the eye, and you say, I trust you, man. Pass it down the line.
I don't trust you, man.
Give it up for him. All right, thank you guys. All right, we're ready to actually begin the death-defying stunt. So gentlemen, just stay there for a sec. All right, gentlemen, turn around. All right, the 2 of you on that side, grab this strap. The 2 of you on the other side, grab the other strap. And now blaze a trail through the audience. So that you're on the opposite corner of the straps. There we go. All right, but don't pull so much yet. All right. Now, gents, I'm gonna need you. I told you to blaze a trail through the audience. Go further that way. Push them aside. Your priority in this situation. You guys go a little further that way too. Are you strong? Give me your manliest. Huh. I think some people in the audience joined you. That's good. I like that kind of crowd mentality. Here we go. I think we're ready for the grand finale. Here we go.
This will be fun.
Thank you. All right. Watch out, it's a prop. All right. Finally, if you guys will give me one of these. One final trick. Thank you all for coming to see my show. My name is Brian the Circus Knight. Thank you guys all so much. If you enjoyed the show, please come in and drop something in my bucket. If you have a high five, I take high fives. If you want a picture, I take pictures. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Jenna Brown. For me, celebration is a tradition within a tradition, a time to don the apron for my shift in the kitchen. I am grateful for the many volunteers who have brought in the boxes, made sense of supplies, and prepped and set out pretty plates. I am particularly grateful for the elves who have filled pitchers with water and ice and put cinnamon in the coffee. The kitchen has long been a busy place and full of unexpected delights. The greetings from those who return to Colorado from their travels, their studies, and their lives elsewhere have brought joy to an already joyful event. And tonight, I've come out from the kitchen to introduce our next performer, Susan Marie Franchak.
Hi, Jenna Brown.
Hi, Susan Franchak.
You're not in the kitchen this year.
Oh, that's right, but I'm wearing my apron. And I'm delighted that I'll be able to hear your story this year along with everyone else. Susan, your storytelling takes you to many places and different audiences. We have been very fortunate to have you at the Solabration for 31 years.
The fortune is mine. The Solabration is always great fun, but this year has taught me something special. 2020 has brought home to me how very lucky I am every time I get to tell a story, which I get to do tonight with all of you.
Terrific. Everyone, please welcome Susan Marie Franchak. Her motto is, "Give me a place to stand and I'll take you somewhere else."
Hi, can you hear me? Am I on? Let me try that again. Oh,
You
it
sound
says,
great.
all right. There we go. And this is live. This is not recorded. I really am here in my living room. It was a cold night. The moon lit up the snow sparkling across the meadow where the little lame donkey stood alone. He'd been there since last summer. Actually, since spring. He'd arrived with a traveling fair that came through town, but he had been limping then, and the owner decided to leave him behind when the fair moved on. The little donkey did not mind. There was plenty of grass to eat. There was a little stream that ran through the meadow with water in it. Sometimes the farmers that owned the neighboring fields, they'd throw over carrots or turnips or cabbages for him to munch on. But he was lonely, especially tonight because it was Christmas Eve. And all donkeys know about Christmas, for wasn't it one of his own ancestors that had carried Mary to Bethlehem? Off in the village down in the valley, he heard the clock strike midnight. And then, in his utter loneliness, he brayed in the middle of the night. The sound disappeared. But then, in his long donkey ears, he heard another sound. Sound sort of like a chinking or a tingling. Seemed to be passing overhead. And then it faded away too. But then he heard a crunch, 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 crunch. And he looked off, and in the moonlight, he saw a man walking toward him across the meadow. It was a big man. And as he got closer, the donkey saw that he was wearing a big furry coat with a hood, and he had a big white beard. He walked right up to the donkey and said, "Hello, old chap, how are you tonight?" Well, the donkey, he thought maybe he knew the answer to his question. He said, "Hello, who are you?" "Well, I'm known by different names in different places. Occasionally I'm called Sinterklaas or Kris Kringle. I'm often called Santa Claus or St. Nicholas. But given the choice, I think I quite prefer being called Father Christmas." but I thought that you traveled on a sleigh that was pulled by reindeer. Well, I do. That I do. But I'm almost done with my deliveries for this year. And the donkey saw as he set a big sack down at his feet. I only have a few more, and the reindeer have been working very hard, so I sent them on ahead. Where are you going now? Oh, well, just down to Green Meadow Bottom. I have a few stops to make along the way. But before I went there, you sounded lonely, so I wanted to come see you. Green Meadow Bottom, that's 12 miles away. But if I keep heading on my way, I'll get there. I could help you. I could carry your sack on my back. I could help you. What about your lame leg? Oh, it's not so bad, really. Please let me try. Very well, you shall. And Father Christmas lifted the big sack and set it gently on the donkey's back. They walked along, and the miles passed quickly as they chatted back and forth to one another. Along the way, Father Christmas would lift the sack off and take out mysterious and exciting presents. He would leave them on doorsteps or windowsills as they went along, one by one, until they came down to the end of the valley. It was the home of the Appleyards. Around the horizon, you could see a thin strip of blue and yellow and orange. The donkey saw in the house a wisp of smoke was coming out of the chimney. Oh my, said Father Christmas as he took the sack down for the last time. It's time I wasn't here. Well, the donkey looked, Father Christmas was gone. Then he saw a woman come out of the house. It was Mrs. Appleyard. She came out to feed the chickens, and she started to spread oh my goodness, Mr. Appleyard, children, come see, we have a visitor. Well, Mr. Appleyard came to the door. He still had his unlit pipe, and he, my heavens, he said, and he went off and inspected the donkey, and the children came running out, 1, 2, 3, and they hardly looked at the presents that were there on the ground. They were all petting the donkey. Father, look, he has tinsel around his neck, and there's a note attached. Mr. Appleyard, Merry Christmas, one and all. This donkey is a special present. He has a lame leg. Take good care of him, and I'll see you next year. Well, children, I think this donkey belongs to us. The donkey didn't know quite what to think, but the children were petting him and loving him and hugging him. And you know, he was never lonely again. And as far as I know, he lives with them still. To close, I want to share a tune that many of you have heard me play many, many years. And at the Solabration, it's an ancient tune, Greensleeves. And I thank storyteller John Stansfield for helping me see that this poem by Robert Frost that talks about the darkest evening of the year, the winter solstice, fits with this tune. Whose woods are these? I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, this darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Happy solstice.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Chris.
Well, thank you very much. I love those. I love those stories. That's part of the event that sometimes I don't always get to hear because we're having a big a dance event in the hall. Well, that's what we would normally do. Our entertainers would be interspersed with lots of dancing and eating and carrying on. And we would be asking you to pay an admission because we rented an expensive hall and a sound system and all that kind of stuff. So we will run a little donation jar in the chat. We would love for you to donate. The money will go to our performers in a time of COVID. So we hope you'll be generous with them. And I don't know how you get to the chat. I'm not very good at getting to the chat, but there is a donation link in there, and there's a donation link on the website, which is wsolstice.org. So we're going to go on. This is about the time in the evening when we think that you'll probably need to get up and move around a little bit. So Sasha, which is a wonderful little dance that was introduced to us, a little Russian dance, was introduced to us at the Winter Solabration, I believe in 1996 by Larry Edelman. And we have done it every year ever since, and all the young people like it. My daughter Mally, who is helping with this event this evening, said, Dad, we gotta have Sasha, we gotta do Sasha. So we're gonna do that. You can do this as a solo dance. You can do this with two people. If you've got 3 or 4 or 5, or, you know, a dog, a pet, you can work something out in your living room. The Sour Tribe is going to come on and show you exactly how to do that. So please welcome them for little audience participation. Sasha, if you feel weird about dancing around in your living room by yourself, go get some more wassail. Oh, by the way, it's Nancy's recipe. Let's welcome the Sour Tribe with Sasha.
All right, let's all get up. It's time to move. We've been sitting too much. So grab a partner if you have a partner in your house. Otherwise, grab a pet or do this all on your own. We'll explain the solo variant as we go. So this starts with looking at your partner and speaking very sternly. And you say, Sasha, Sasha, Rastava-Trini. Then you clap with your right hand. 1, 2, 3, left. 1, 2, 3, right. Knees, knees, knees again. Right, right, right. Left, right, left. Right, right, right. Knee, knee, knee. Now, take our dance around in a circle. La, 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 la. Hey! La, 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 la. Hey! And now you go in search of a new partner, or just randomly walk around your apartment or your living room and dance and have fun. All right, the solo version now that we promised. Do it with nothing, do it perhaps with a pet, do it perhaps with your own Christmas tree. Look at them and say, Sasha, Sasha, Rastava tree. Now you're going to do the clapping all on your own, most likely. And so you're going to take your right hand, right, 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 left, 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 clap, 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 knees, 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 right, 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 left, 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 both, 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 knees, knees, knees. Take your right hand up in the air, look very good and strong, and dance around, la, 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 hey, la, 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 hey. So now's the place where you would go look for a new partner. So instead, just enjoy dancing around the space you're in whatever way you would like, and then come back and maybe find a new object and start over again. Let's take off with Sasha.
Sasha, Sasha, Rasta tree. Sasha, Sasha, Rasta tree. Sasha, Sasha, Rasta tree. Sasha, Sasha, Rasta tree.
Hi, folks. I would say give them a big round of applause, but you won't hear applause on Zoom, I'm afraid. So I do have a couple of brief things to say. We're going to follow this with the Mummers play and follow that with a short waltz and then the Abbott's Bromley horn dance. So we're heading towards the end of the evening. I want to remind you about the tip jar and also sort of share a couple of thoughts about the Mummers play. I didn't think we could do a Zoom Mummers play. And then I thought maybe we could. So we actually did a Zoom Mummers play. We pre-recorded it, but we actually did it on Zoom. I hope it's not, maybe it's a trend, maybe it'll be the new thing, but I don't think so. At least I hope we could do this as a live event next year. So please welcome the Mummers.
In Zoom's eye, the Zoom broom. Make way. Clear a space. for the Zoomers play. On your computer or on your phone, I'm here to set the digital tune. A mother's play will soon be seen, so settle down and watch your screen. Here at the turning of the year, for our play of death and life and fear. Will this new year be one of joy and peace, or of turmoil that will never cease? Will it be a celebration or more denial? Will it bring new hope or maybe a trial? Is the Christmas spirit alive in us? Christmas spirit, Father Christmas. Is the Christmas spirit alive in us? Zoom in, Father Christmas, and tell us. Zoom in.
In zooms I, old Father Christmas, into your digital consciousnesses. Welcome in or welcome not, old Father Christmas will ne'er be forgot. I've zoomed in to bring you cheer. Christmas is my time of year. Broom, who's next to zoom in? I'd love to see St. George again.
Zoom in, St. George. Clear the way. St. George, zoom in, St. George.
In zooms I. My name is Hacker. I'll steal your passwords for my backer. I'll scoop up all your data, all your information. I'm the best hacker in the nation. I'm infecting your computer right now. My attack is totally systemic. I'm worse than a virus or an epidemic. I'm infecting your computer as we speak, and it looks like your passwords are pathetically weak. You're going to get malware and adware and spam and phishing emails. I've got your webcam. Now I've got your photo and all your contacts too. You're going to pay dearly before I'm through.
Oh, Broom, we need St. George.
Zoom in, St. George, come quick. St. George.
In zooms I, St. Pythona is my name, and digital media is my game.
St. Pythona?
I can pixelate and substantiate. I understand this digital substrate.
Huh? What does that mean?
Computers, man. It's my totality. Writing code is my modality. I'm the saint for a modern age, zooming in on this digital stage.
St. Pythona, can you help us?
I'd have preferred St. George.
St. Pythona, you can't save the day. I've already hacked this mummer's play. And I'll send you to your just reward. I'll just create a digital sword.
Sword!
Hacker, I have to observe that you're confined to a digital box enclosed by dark lines.
You St. Pythona, you're no match for this hacker's skill. I'm going to show you a digital kill.
Oh! Oh!
Why'd you do that? Oh, I think I'm fading.
Oh, no.
I think my image is degrading. Too much anti-aliasing. I'm getting blurry. My edges, I'm losing them in a hurry.
Is there a doctor in the house?
No. We need a computer doctor.
Yeah, it won't do any good.
Are you a doctor?
Who can help?
In Zoom's eye, I'm Dr. Geek. I'm the doctor that you seek.
I'm a digital doctor for a digital death. A full reboot. New digital breath. As a digital doctor, I'll do my part to reanimate your digital heart. Let's see here. I think, yeah, 300 ought to do it. 300. Yep. Charge to 300. Clear. Well, that didn't work. Oh, we'll have to open a terminal shell to bring you back from digital hell.
A what?
A shell, a terminal.
No, that's scary. Not that.
No.
Has to be done. It's the only way. We'll have to run some Unix commands.
Ooh, that's really scary.
Don't worry, you're in good hands. A full reboot is the only way to bring back St. Pythona today. Watch. Now I'll send some magic code right here on this Unix node. Now, everyone, you'll have to help. When I count to 3, everyone press your return key. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Now I'm awake and reanimated. My pixelation has abated. My functionality is returning and my logic is no longer churning. That reboot was what I needed. I'm so glad that script succeeded.
Amazing. What a hoot. I think we could all use some Christmas reboots.
We wish you a Merry Christmas full of digital mood. And we wish you a New Year with a happy reboot. A happy reboot, that's what we all need. A new year full of kindness, not lying and greed. A happy reboot, that's what we all need. A new year full of kindness, not lying and greed.
Okay, folks, everyone sing along now.
We wish you a Merry Christmas full of digital mood. And we wish you a New Year with a happy reboot. A happy reboot, that's what we all need. A new year full of kindness, not lying and greed. A happy reboot, that's what we all need. A new year full of kindness, not lying and greed.
Well done. Well done.
Where is Carl?
Spotlight. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, my background is not working at it. Oh, that's awful. I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Now, before this next event, I think you should all try to find some candles somewhere in your house while the waltz is going on. Light some candles and dim the house lights. Find a partner for a waltz written by our own Rodney Sauer. If you're alone, stand up and sway to the music. This is called Merry Ghosts of Redstone, and help us to conjure up the spirit of the centuries-old Abbott's Bromley horn dance.
Solabration. I think you cut off my words, but thanks for thanks for joining us for this year's Winter Solabration. You can go ahead and unmute.
Thank you, Chris, for putting this all together and the Mummers Play. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
This was
And all the Mummer
Chris.
Plays.
This was fun to do.
Thank you, Chris Kermit.
Thank you,
Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
We love you.
Amazing.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you.
Gary.
Get us out of Zoom.
Mother.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Happy celebration.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. It was wonderful.
Very solstice.
Yes, Chris. Great job, Chris.
Awesome, Susan.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. He's awesome every year.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Molly.
Thank you, Chris. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, maybe.
There we go. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. It was amazing.
Thank you. It was great.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Mally.
Thank you, Chris. Great job, Mally. Great job, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Everyone.
Thank you, everyone who made this happen.
Thank you, Paige.
Next page. Malik, brother, did a great job.
Yeah, yeah.
Feels like Christmas now. Hi, Carl. Hi, Francis.
At the Swiss Club we all started. That was great at the old Swiss Club.
If you somebody want to stay and visit, that's fine. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you for arranging it.
Don't forget the tip jar in the chat or on the website to support our performers. And thank you all very much for coming. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to take myself off spotlight view so you can see everyone's faces and presumably see who all's here. And have a chitter chatter if you want.
Listen, so you see the
Even like his dances.
He's pretty big area on that. There's Carl and Francis. Julie is on. Dylan is there's Dylan. There's Dylan. Hey, doesn't have a picture.
Dylan doesn't have his video on.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hi.
There we go. Hi, Carl. Hi, Francis.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Steve.
Look
forward to dancing with you all. Yay.
Yes. Can't wait to see you.
And then come from the hacker.
Shout out to Harriet and shout out to Harriet and to Casey Edelman for the first kids at fun. Hi, Claire.
Hi there. Hi, Claire.
Hi, Claire.
Hey, all you guys, put on your mask.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah. Hi. Mike, happy birthday pretty soon, Mike.